and welcome to another live stream from Temple Operations. And tonight I've got a shadow of myself apparently in Discord, which is Shadow. Hi Shadow.
Hello.
We got Ro. Hello Ro.
Hello.
And we got Jordan.
Pressure may not be working.
Yeah, the user voice translator has broken down on that one, Jordan, so we'll come back to that a little bit later on when it's working properly. Oh dear. Well, if we do manage to hit 100 viewers tonight, I will be giving away a Lobi SHip. I was a little bit lucky last night and managed to land a few of these new science vessels, and on first night they do sell for a bit more, so I was in a position to open up lots of lock boxes, which has given me quite a bit of Lobi, and I've decided to share it with the viewers. So later on we will be giving away, if we get the 100, a choice of Lobi SHip. So that can be any Lobi SHip, whether you want one of the old T5U ships or whether you want one of the newer T6s. Choice is yours. Hi Cardago, welcome to the stream. Right, so we're just waiting for Jordan to say what he needs to do.
What?
Endeavours, you were looking at your endeavours, you hadn't logged on, you remember?
Yeah, I am in game.
You are now.
Before we went live.
Hi Hoa.
I need to kill 5 Sankitty ships, half materials on the ground, and repair 150,000 shields.
150,000 shields, well that's easy.
Because I got consoles that repair it for.
Yeah, well you can use the same as I just did. I had the lesser one here. That was repair. It was only 25,000 on my shields, and all I did was just go into a system, park on walk core breaches, and use the biomolecular shield generator. And it literally done it in 3 seconds. So yeah, you should be able to do that quite quickly. If you do it when you hit your quantum singularity manipulation as well, Jordan, that'll give you an extra bonus to your shields, or most of the other bits, so it might boost it a little bit.
Oh, I'm not on ROM. I'm on.
Well, that's fine, because what you do is you come and park next to me and I pop it and you still benefit from it.
Yeah. I'm going to do the most boring one out of the way, and that's the Sankitty ship.
Well, so you're going to Sankitty front, are you, over in the Gorncray?
Yeah.
Well, I would join you, but it's... yes, that's correct, Josh. AOE is definitely your friend. And what we can do is we can switch it up from here to the elite level, because I think Jordan's... your team can run on elite, can't he? In a group? If it's Galnag.
Which one? If Galnag, yes.
Yeah, it's...
elites.
Yeah, then we can up it a little bit to boost the stats a little bit to get it faster. I mean, even on advanced, you should still get enough. Well, I'll wait for you to finish over the Gorncray system, and then we'll team up and get your shield healing.
Yeah, let me swap 2 after I've done this.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
Of course, you're welcome to join with the other account. It's not an issue at all. What we can do is we're reasonably quite full in the Alpha fleet, so we'll move you over to either the Beta or the Gamma fleet. But as with all temporal fleets, it doesn't matter which fleet you're a member of, whether you're a member of the Gamma, the Beta or the Alpha, you have access to everything that the Alpha has to offer. So if you need to get a ship, we'll move you over and you can drop back. We give you the fleet map invites to get whatever consoles you want, and everybody has the right to buy as soon as they join the fleet. So right, I'm just going to pop some of these little boosts, because they do come in handy. No, we don't. We don't. What we've do is I'll quickly show you actually. We've got a really good management system for our fleet banks. We manage the fleet banks across all the fleets the same way, and the fleet leader Riker who you've probably heard on stream or you see in chat, plays the character at Artelos. He controls the bank. He keeps an eye on things that we need. So you'll see that there's always a supply of certain traits, certain abilities and things that you will need when you're leveling your character in order to progress in the game to a reasonable level. And he basically keeps it stocked up with that. Anything in the bank that is donated that is not of value to a player, I mean, we've got enough experience to look at it and go, yeah, that's going to be no use to anyone. We'll sell that and we drop the money into the fleet bank, and then we can use that to get prizes later in the year for our Christmas events, which are usually quite epic. I mean, last year we gave away, it was probably close to maybe 5 billion EC's worth of ships and EC to players in the Armada. So not just Temple Operations, it was Armada wide. So everyone benefited from that. We've also got another event coming up shortly where we're going to be giving away, not so much, but a couple of T6 ships. I'm going to donate a Lobi ship. I think Martin's donated a ship as well, plus Karma's donating a few T5U ships, I believe, and a few other players are dropping a few things in. But yeah, one of the things that you will notice when you actually come into Temple Operations banks is everyone has access to it. So we section it off. This section here, everyone could deposit in, but no one is allowed to draw out. The only people allowed to draw out are the people at the top of the fleet and those that are controlling it. So we also have materials and salvage, where people can drop in their materials and salvage, and they're dependent on fleet rank. We have tiers. So the lower ranks literally can only get batteries and a few of the commodities to hill ships. Then once you go through the fleet, you become more trusted, you move up, you get access to things like the Juvenite, and it's only when you get to the top you'll have access to the proper traits. So yeah, it's quite well structured, and as a result we end up with quite a bit of disposable income across the fleets that we can utilise to help players out. And yeah, Riker's doing a brilliant job on that. Let me just say hello to somebody who's just PM'd me in chat here. I've not spoken to them for a while.
I'm swapping over.
You're swapping over, good. Jordan's on his
Can
way.
we bring- What weapon type do you like? Beam or cannon?
I don't mind. It's up to you. It's whatever's going to make him go boom quickly.
Cannon's it?
Because what we do is we get the first volley out of the way, wait for the second lot to come in. If we're teamed, we're going to have a lot more there. Hello, MB. Yeah, so we're going to have a lot more teamed in the system, so it just means we'll wait for the second spawn to come in. As that second spawn comes in, park very close to the centre of the grav well, pick up the warp core explosions, as many as you can, try and take them out, bring your shields down, and then I'll pop the shield generator, and that should, as long as you stay inside it, that should be enough to give you your 150k. I'll time it so as I've got a lot of them behind it. I even think just sitting on advance would be enough. And the remaining you could probably pick up in bonus shield healing from everywhere else. Right, let me just throw Jordan an invite. You could do it on your other tune if you want. We'll do it if you're doing it all on that tune. We'll stick on advanced. It's not an issue. No. We're just going to do one of the Taldea patrols, and I'm going to get him to sit close to warp core explosions, just to bring his shields down quickly. But Jordan, if you drop threatening stance, you'll pull the aggro. No, you pull the aggro in this. I mean, if it gets too much, just drop it and I'll pull it off you. Put it back.
I've got DPMR.
You got a DPRM?
Yeah.
Cool. There's Tenor logged on. Right. He said he's got a lot more time in game. He might actually be on Tribble. He was on Tribble last night.
Where do you want to meet? Corey?
I've got Chipori. Oh, Chipori might not be on cooldown. It just wasn't giving me enough earlier on. Let's try Chipori first off.
Roger.
So, MB, if you're watching the stream, what I want to try and do is I want to get a group together to actually do some proper testing over on Tribble, some of the new stuff that's coming out at the end of this rep. Tenor's already done some testing in some of the systems on Elite, but we really want to get into some of the Elite queues over there, so we're going to try and get a few players. If you're interested, hook up with us later, maybe some point over the weekend, and we're going to get a group over onto Tribble and test out the new rep stuff to see what it's like, so as we can see whether or not it's going to change the meta in any way, shape or form, or how it's going to perform in general. So yeah, that'd be helpful if you want to help us out with that. And he's probably not even watching now, he's probably gone off. Right, don't know why I'm sitting here going slow, let's go quickly. No problem, that'd be really appreciated, MB.
I don't want to miss my temple walk. It's going at Transport 21 all the time.
Sorry about that, I was drinking tea and overshot the system.
Drink drivers. Ugh.
Wow, it wasn't alcoholic.
Still
Can't find reverse. There's crayons on the starboard bow, starboard bow. Yeah, that's alright. I actually met the guys who wrote that piece of music. One of the writers is the manager of Dawson's Music in Warrington. And yeah, I met him a few times when I was working for Dawson's and went to a few of the piano demos up north. Rather nice guy. Anyway, muchly digressing. Let's jump in. Right, so basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to try and provide as much control as I can for Jordan and let him take the aggro.
Wait a sec.
Well, you ready?
No, I need to put threatening stars back on.
Oh. And then in a minute you can use your one once this one disappears. So yeah, I'm basically here doing nothing. I need to pop that to get tactical team to work, to balance my shields. There we go. How did you do on that one?
Done it.
There we go. How much do you have to do? Was that 250,000 or 150,000?
160,000.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Right, let's finish off this system. And just got the blap. Thank you very much for the follow. That's really appreciated. Oh, that's what happens when you hit subspace vortex instead of plasma storm. There we go. Right, let's jump out of it. Did you want to do another one in here, or do you? Thank you very much for the subscription, Josh. Alright, we're not going to collect that reward, we're going to leave that there, and what we can do is we can let that count down, and when that does reach down to 0, it will auto-collect, but we can jump in and out of the system as many times as we can now. So what you can do is, you're farming dilithium at this point, I would usually drop it down to normal, and you'll see how stupid this will get. Let's jump in, Jordan.
Roger. Oh gosh. It's not fair. It's not fair at this point.
it's really not fair on the NPCs at this point. But all we're doing is we're just going to be farming the deal. So we're going to get as many of these as we can. And I actually think this is a lot faster than doing a ground run in the Dyson Sphere, as you will see, because it just gets rude at this level. So we're literally just letting all the waves come in, and we should get all of the waves done in about 40 seconds. And the grav well should be long enough to actually last. I've still got all the cooldown available on that, and we've got the final wave coming in now. And we get the last torpedo volley in on them. There we go, that's that done.
Fucking hell. Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, that's why you see that we decide to turn the game up a level, a notch or two.
But otherwise it's not fair.
It's just one of those ones that when you do it right, it works well. So we'll wait for Jordan to get out of the system. 1, 2, miss a few, 9, 10, and then we jump back in. It should have reset, and we just rinse and repeat this. And I do think this little Comey ship, that's the new Tholian, is a formidable little ship. I'm using the Photonic Officer trait and also Photonic Officer. It does work rather well.
Are you supposed to be fighting enemies at some point?
Sorry?
Where's everything gone? Oh, see it's exploded.
See that black hole? If you look inside that, they're sort of they went through a process called spaghettification first.
So they got longer.
Sort of. I mean, you're able to see the Nausicaan's eyes being pulled out of his rectum.
Okay.
Yes. Right, let's jump back in again. There we go. We should have reset.
Yeah, there's sort of room.
So we've still got a minute left on that timer. If we're quick enough, we might get another one in. I'm actually going to go for that one at the back. I'm going to save that DRB for the next lot that come in. Right, 17.
Should be able to get back in.
I don't know. It depends on how quick we can get out. We've got to get off this red alert yet, get the loading time, and do the whole lot.
Jumping out.
Yeah. Plus, also you've got the animation. It's just ticked over.
Bastards.
Yep. So there
Well,
you go.
good.
Just
3,000.
right. So if we have a look, that's given us.
Close to 2,000
So it's 480, 480. Yeah. So well, that's just under 2,000 dilithium. So a nice amount of expertise. And now that was what, 5 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to repeat that. And I actually find Korea a little bit faster when you've got a group.
not so naughty with you.
Oh, it is. It is. I mean, that's why there's a cooldown on it. I mean, there never used to be a cooldown on these systems.
The point all you like shit.
Oh no, back in the day when they launched Delta and they were complaining that people were using these systems to abuse it and earning 17 points times the result, whatever it was. It was because of players that were able to do what I'm able to do now, but back then I wasn't able to do that, and I totally understand how it is. You know, it's not the fault of the player that the game at this level is like that. But what we do is, when we jump in on this run, if it finally ever lets me in, have you got a slow load?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm not the only one then. There we go. So as you can see down in the bottom corner of the screen, I do have the damage parser running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the difference between the actual levels. So let's start the parser up, and let's go into the Romulan. So I want to target the Diadex at the back. There we go. So we'll just jump out now. Right, now the other thing I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to turn on the XP bar at the top of the screen so you can actually see the XP gained. So I'm quite close to actually rolling over here, or am I?
Yeah, so my.
Yeah, right. So right now, what I'm going to do is we're gonna up the level of the game now. We're going to go on to advanced, and that should have just quickly double checked to make sure that it's set. Yep, brilliant. And we're going to jump back in, and we're going to run the system on advanced this time. I'm just going to show you guys the difference. So there is the risk now that if we do get damaged, the ships. Sorry, if we do get destroyed, the ships will get damaged. The enemies will be slightly more tougher, so this will be interesting. Don't want to target the torpedoes, it's that the Diadex I want. Now you'll notice I'm holding off on the QSM, I really need that for later on.
I got a bit of lag there.
Fox, yes, I will. I've got to create a link for this build. It is slightly different to my other build, but it's very close to the build that Tenor and I put together for the Eternal. So you can either look for Tenor's Eternal build or my Eternal build, and it will give you the rough idea of what we're using. I haven't really changed that much because it still works rather well. And
I'm
a
out.
few of the traits I changed the amps on my way out as well. So right now what I'm going to do is we're going to switch it up to the top gear. We're just going to make sure that that's there. Give it a few seconds. And let's jump back in.
I need to do something for the stuff. Ow.
Did that hurt?
I don't
Yeah,
even know
like
what
enough continuity is going to kick in there. And I got popped. That was quick.
I don't even know what hit me.
Well, if you hit just here, it'll tell you, won't it? Look at that. All of that kinetic from a torpedo. That warbird hated me. Yeah, the trouble was that I was parked on that first one. I probably got damaged on that second one. Because everything's on cooldown. I would admit, we have got used to running with tanks as well.
I have.
I know you haven't. Yeah, also parked up in that one as well, which wasn't good. Because that gives you no defence.
Oh, there I go again.
Let's give him a plasma storm. Because they're always fun. So as you can see, it is more difficult, but it's still manageable. When you get more players in there, especially when you got a lot of numbers throwing around, they become much easier. Right, what's our next course of action? Jordan's got no idea, has he?
No, whatever you feel like doing.
Whatever I feel like doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be getting on a plane right now and going out somewhere nice and hot.
Oh, it's been nice and warm down here.
Well, yeah, I mean it has been a bit warm, but I could do with it being a bit warmer.
Excuse me a minute while I say all this crap I just collected.
What's that?
I'm just selling all the items I collected from those.
I didn't collect anything from there. I didn't bother.
Because you wouldn't have got anything.
Yeah, what you collected the whole lot, did you?
Yeah.
Yay!
It's not, doesn't seem like much, but it does add up after. That's 200,000 you see.
So, Fox, what size ship are you flying at the moment? Or is there any particular size ship that you're looking for a build for? Oh, I do want to know now. I really do want to know. Probably find out it's a Class F shuttle. T5 Wells, absolutely brilliant ship. Really, really do like that ship. It was the first ship I ever dropped from a lockbox, and I immediately got PM'd and offered a load of EC for it, and I told them where they could shove their offer. I opened it, and I flew it for ages. It is a bit outdated now, but if you've got it at T5U, it's a good little ship. Very good little ship. I will put together a build on there. What sort of build are you looking for? What sort of resource level do you have?
We'll be back in a minute.
The reason why I ask is if I was to say open up my ship and would you have access to some of the things like the DPRM from certain other ships? So like what consoles do you have? Now I think your best bet is what I'll do is I'll drop. Let me just go to. There's a skills panel website where you can actually put in a representation of your ship, right down to the skills you got your character set up, the consoles, the whole lot. I'll just drop that into the chat here. If you follow that, drop your ship in. Follow the Discord link. By all means, join our Discord. You'll find the links for Discord at the bottom of the screen. It's literally under the stream. There's a link there. It'll take you through to Discord. Join there. Once you've been tagged up, you'll be able to drop that link into our Stowe Builds page, and I'll be able to have a look at it from there. I'm a little bit behind on some of the builds that I've got to look at. It's just that I'm trying to do so much at the moment, but I will get round to it and have a look and give a few suggestions. And anybody else that wants to join our Discord, you're more than welcome to. You can even jump in up on stream and join us in chat if you want to. All the links are there. You can also get to us in game. We do have an in-game chat channel that you can join. All you've got to do in game is the following. If I can actually type today, and I don't think I can. And yeah, that's it. So if you do / channel join temporal intrafleet, that will bring you through in-game to our in-game chat channel. You can catch us in there. And also, if you want to get hold of us on Discord, you can just go to https:// the usual garbage bits, temporalops.com/discord. So there's several ways to get hold of us. Sounding quite organised, aren't we?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. God, they're a brilliant team, they really are. All the people that
When
work.
did I get this ability?
Sorry, what was that?
No, I've got a new ability. Relocate mines.
Well done. You can now relocate mines. Where are you going to relocate them to?
I don't know. None of my ships use mines.
Well, no. If you look, I can't remember where it came from. It's one of those ones where I'm trying to think. Yeah.
From where?
It's the new ability. Where did it come from, Ro?
Captain's ability. Just a general captain's ability. I've got it on one of my sciences and then one of my tack. It might be science only though. My brother says it's everybody.
I'm attacked and I have.
Now, I wouldn't use this. Well, I remember years ago playing around with a mine layer, and it was only a play around, and that's all I will say. I didn't go any further than that. It was not what I would call a good build. I mean, I suppose if you were using some of the more powerful, like is it Pattern Delta,
Yeah.
which gives you 25? Is it 25 mines or 12 mines? It's one of them that gives you a load, and they sit behind your ship. I imagine that if you've done that teleport thing, that could be quite powerful to blitz a target with 25 torpedoes or mines or whatever. That would be.
That'd be amazing if it was
That would be quite good.
and completely overpowered for you.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know what mine to use. I've not looked at mines. All I just know is I discard them and salvage them.
I have a couple of bills around the Nukara web mine.
Now that I can see working to a certain extent with the way that it traps and controls. I would admit I do keep on the Joraguma carrier. I do keep the Tholian web launcher on the front of that because it's quite handy when you fly with your gravwell, capture the enemies and then just capture them all in that. If the gravwell don't kill them, the web does. And speaking of Tholians, I'm just on my way to the bridge there. So we got our slowdown out of the way. So we got 13 people watching the stream. If you've got any friends out there that are playing Stow that are not watching the stream, get them to watch the stream. Because as I said earlier on tonight, let me just find the bank on this bridge. I can never find it. It's not that one. It's this one over here. No, that's the library files. It's always the last one you go to. So yeah, if we get 100 viewers tonight, as you can see, I've got a load of Lobi here. In fact, I will take out a stack of Lobi. And if we do get 100 viewers tonight, I will give a choice of any of these ships to a person in stream. It'll be an open raffle to everybody. And I'll do that a little bit later on, but the stipulation is we have to have 100 people viewing, and at that point I will then do the competition. And hello Muzzy G. Right, let's leave this interior. If you have a good look around the Tholian bridge, you can actually see some of the walls and the ceilings have got consoles on, so they've probably got some form of gravity, and it's a shame they didn't actually make the bridge so you could actually run to the other platforms. I would have made it more interesting to have like the account bank on the roof or something.
That'd be amazing. Well, then I'll just try to jump off the top onto them, or try to hop around the map.
You'd be a delight with space, wouldn't you, Jordan?
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
Where's Jordan? Well, he's put his magnetic boots on and he's currently running across the ceiling. Okey-doke. Right, what's next? I still have to do this transdimensional tactics TFO. Has anybody else got to do that yet?
Yeah, I'll be half of the mission.
That's alright, I can wait for you to finish your mission, that's fine.
I'm not going to finish it.
No, I was talking to Shade.
Sorry.
Finish it, and then change tunes.
Oh, right, okay.
I want to hit these people with my rhythm stick.
You have a rhythm stick?
Hit me.
No thanks.
Classic quote from Ian Jury in the Blockheads track. Guess what
Yeah,
Jordan's listening to on the radio?
I know, I've been listening to the 80s all fucking day at work.
There was some good music in the 80s.
Oh no,
Good night, MB. And I'll catch you at some point over the weekend or later in the week. See, I'm lucky I don't have to get up early tomorrow, so yeah, we'll definitely have fun with the stream.
And brown. Go.
Sorry?
Oh no, doesn't tell. I can do this tactic.
Oh, I've just jumped into Beta Thorador. Give me a second.
That's alright.
I'll be out of here in a second. I'm trying to remember, do we need to have... we don't need suits on for this one, do we?
Officers.
No, do we need EV suits on? I don't think we do we? Or do we?
Not just
Yeah, I think
It's
we
on
do.
the car, so
Yeah,
you
we
need
do.
EV suit.
Yeah, we do. I was trying to remember, it's been so long since I've done this one.
Alright, got me.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. And to answer Fox's question, yes, MB is the one of the 1 million guys. He broke the 1 million barrier in ISA recently. Right, I'm gonna head back to Seoul. Alright, so we just wait for the others to be ready and then we form a team. Yeah, the secret to the 1 million DPS, and I'm sure MB will agree with me, it is obvious really. It's as much damage as you can in as short time as possible, and it's getting those damage spikes in at the right time. With the it is teamwork. A lot of teamwork. MB's got a really good team behind him as well. They've been practicing lots. They to the point they know where each other's going to be at any point in the map, so they work really well together. And it does take a bit of time to set that up and to run like that, because you do need certain ships, certain traits, certain weapons, skills. You got to have your timing spot on. And the other thing as well, I don't know whether it's still there, but we'll have a look at the league tables. Yeah, the pass is still there, and if you look at the CCA table, you'll see that I'm the other 1 million DPS person. But CCA's changed too much now. We could have got that a lot higher. We were only just working on the strategy that we were using on that, and then they changed the way that it ran, and those sorts of numbers are no longer possible with that lull time with the charging. But I think it actually shows really that we need elite content. We need elite content of those maps. You know, an ISC would be good. We did used to have an elite version, but players complained it was too difficult. Whereas now there is definitely a need for it. Well, we're down to 11 viewers on the stream now, so if we're going to be heading down, that means we're not going to be picking up a Lobi SHip tonight. No! Right, so, Jordan, you ready for a team invite? Yes, I'm ready for a team invite.
Yeah.
Alright, so, where's Jordan? What team are you on?
Go now.
Still on a mission, so.
Well, that's alright, we can wait for you.
No, go on ahead.
No, we'll wait, it's not an issue.
I don't know how long I'll be.
That's fine,
So.
that's fine. If anybody on the stream wants to come along with us, it's more than an issue. Sorry, was that Jordan?
I got time to burn.
Ooh, which armour should I use?
Oh. I thought I would have got that to epic by now.
Well, that's going to be the more resilient one against the Tholians. But if we're only going to be doing, we'll just do a normal advanced one. Should be good with any of these really. So, which one's got the best critical severity on it? So that's 40. That's 40. It's also got a nice little bit of resistance on it as well. Yeah, I'll go for the Shattering Harmonics. Why not? So there we have one of the new 31st century science vessels. I mean, this is how I got the Lobi for tonight by winning a few of these and selling them. I threw it round on Tribble, and I would have been. It's a nice little ship, it's nice and manoeuvrable, but it wasn't my sort of style of play, having that commander tactical seat. I couldn't see a use for it on my style of playing, but that's not to say that another player would not do well with it. It's a good little ship. What am I doing, Muzzy? We're going to be doing a transdimensional tactics TFO to pick up the Universal Endeavour. So if you want to join us, drop an X into one of the channels we can see. That's your opportunity to join Temporal Intrafleet. If you look in the chat on the Twitch page, you'll see the link there. Or that'll do. You can just drop it in Armada. Yeah, I noticed that. That's why you got an invite on the way.
Yeah, change character. Right. Play.
There you go.
Let's see if I've got a EV suit now.
So this is the point at which I can plug the stream in the Armada. So X in for a TFO on the stream. Alright, so there's Shay joined us.
Yeah, you'll see my tall figure. Oh wait, should I
So what, you got a tall team, was he like 7'6" or something?
Probably.
in that region?
Yeah, I find the way that they run really funny. Sort of all lankyish. Mind you, I do like the miniature tunes, you know, like the 4-foot things.
Yeah.
There's Jordan trying to sneak up on me.
What, how do I sneak up on you with this?
Exactly. That's what I said, trying.
I'm just beaming up to my ship.
Cool. Right, once everyone's ready, I will start. So let me just get my controller over here. When we jump out of this, I do need to do my
Endeavours? No, you've done them.
bun those.
What you need to do?
How's the new ship? As I said, this isn't my ship. This is someone else's ship. I'm looking at here at the moment. So I'm actually down here in the Tholian still. I took it over to Triple yesterday when I won it on the box. Decided whether I was going to open it or sell it. I flew it around for about 5 to 15 minutes, and as I said earlier on, it's not my playstyle. I wouldn't have use for that seat, and being as it was selling for close to 700 million EC yesterday, I sold every single one I got. So yeah, if it turns out to be a good ship later on, and I have to change my tactics, then yeah, I probably will pick one up. But I'll wait for the price to come down.
Pinkie Pie just said, "Oh, you joined him." Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Yep, already ahead of you there, Shadow.
Yeah, I didn't see.
I mean, but if you guys want to see the new ship, by all means, I will jump over onto Tribble and I will show it to you. It's not a problem. I just don't have it set up. I haven't got the trait on it. I didn't really do much in the way of specking it out. I think I actually deleted the tune that was on and then copied it over again a bit later on in the night, just to give it another try. Oh, what am I doing? That's the wrong menu. I was thinking of logging out to Tribble. Confusing myself here. Right, so we want to do the transdimensional tactics. So that's going to be
As I said,
down.
it's grand.
Sorry?
And as I said, it's grand.
Right, what's it under? It's under red, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So where am I looking? Where's my... Ah, there we are. Ground. That's why I can't see it. That one just there's the one I want. What do we want to do? Do we want to do it on advanced, or do it on normal, or do it on elite?
Yeah, I think advance would be alright.
Yeah.
Okie doke. Remember, all to say pop if we see it.
We'll do.
Pop.
Pop.
Cool, let's join. I think the other... Yeah, there we go. Brilliant. Let's all join. If 3 of us got it, we know the other 2 did. Or at least we hope they did. So remember, if you want to join us in Discord, click on the link underneath the stream, and if you want to join any of the fleets in the Armada, give us a shout and we can send you an invite over. We do have an event coming up on the 6th of June. We're giving away a couple of ships. I'm giving away a Lobi ship. I think we've got a T6 Infinity ship to give away, and a few other prizes. That'll be on the 6th of June. We're going to sort of coincide that with some form of summary type event. So there'll be some silly games for that. Right, now remember, if you die, do not respawn. Wait for somebody to come and heal you. Right, we all ready?
Ready?
Well, let's go then. Can we get out?
Well, I walked through.
Yeah. I really don't worry about this acid because it really doesn't hurt me that much.
Yeah.
wait for everyone to get up here.
Yeah, I'm slow.
It's alright.
Ow. Bloody acid. Oh, I hated the acid.
Alright, let's send the pulse. Talk about lag on everything.
Yeah, there's two of us using the new Thompson gun.
I'll find my weapons now.
You know what?
And after this, we just got the
Yes.
portals to do. Right, portals.
For some reason, someone is using fire on these.
It does work on them. I showed that over on the Kara. The exothermic module will do damage. I mean, they are a heat-tolerant life form, but the fire from the exothermic is probably hotter than they're used to, so it does hurt. That's me. If you look at this, you'll see that it kills them.
I've got the stream up at the same time.
Yeah.
It's muted, but I've got it up.
Yeah, so you can clearly see it is doing damage to them. Otherwise, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have it on there. I actually tested both the endothermic and the exothermic, and the exo is slightly better. Well, it is on this tune anyway.
Yeah, that's your main too.
Yeah. Has he gone around the corner there?
No, portal, yeah.
It's just the last one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice to see you can actually burn the portals. Are you talking about me, Danny? What suit? If so, it's the Shattering Harmonics. It's pretty resilient. Massive big toxic resist on it, which is why I'm able to run round and under the
I've got
stuff
that on
quite a
this
bit.
too.
Yeah, it's
just
a very
forgot
very
to-
very very good. Really do recommend it. And the trying their hardest to push you out of here. There we go.
That's the endeavour done.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I really don't do enough ground. Should do a load more.
I think I've got that easy you got Ed. Some
You what?
easy suit Ed has. I think I've got it somewhere. Probably in my bag.
Shattering harmonic.
Shattering Harmonics environmental suit. I've taken it. It's only at, is that Mark 14 at the moment? Mark 14 at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the Paladin armor on at the moment.
Mine's Mark 12. I actually forgot to put it on. I've got the entire set on me as well. So
There we go. It's Mark 15 now. That's better. I didn't realise I hadn't upgraded it fully. Right. I normally use the recoil armor anyway, mainly because it's got a nice 80% crit severity bonus on it, so it's very, very good. I recommend attacks use it as well. It's one of the better
What, the
armors
fleet
out
version?
there.
what was that, Jordan?
Which version? The fleet version.
Yes, yeah, the one, yeah, from the Fleet Star base. So
the
it's a
advanced
fleet
one.
variant, yeah, advanced fleet recall compensating armor. It's a very, very nice body armor. And along with the kit that I've got as well, which has got KPF 2, technically KPF 3, and you know, being able to throw out these things with a high degree of crit chance as well, it makes for some nice damage.
Who was that? Oh, Jordan just disappeared. I'm thinking internet.
Sapphires, you shit ass gay.
I take it that was the internet.
I'm just saying hello to one of the Armada leaders that's signed in. I haven't seen him for a while, so he's been on a bit of a sabbatical, and he's back on his tomb, which is good to see.
He's triptych servers been shitting. You know,
So
like normal.
good to see you back, Esteban. Or should I say Diabolical? So Ro probably might know Diabolical from ages ago on Kirby's TeamSpeak.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just logged in.
I have a question.
Uh-oh.
I might not have an answer.
Well, I
I
heard
do.
rumor, I heard rumor that eventually we're going to be getting an EV slot.
Oh,
Feel like that, you know, you'll be able to wear an EV suit and your armor, but there's got to be some definitely balancing to the EV suits to make them so they're not so.
I haven't heard this, but I'll keep an eye out for it.
Eh? My that
My source says it might be a year out.
Yeah, I can see it actually. I really can see it.
seriously did, mate.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to work on figuring out how the hell my armor disappeared. Because now it appears I've got 6 environmental suits in my inventory and on me. When I know I switched it back to the armor I had on. I'm not making any sense.
No, you're not. You're not. You don't make sense very often. You're about 3 categories above Jordan, but we let you off.
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
That's alright. You don't need to know.
So just give me a second. I just need to sort out some bits on Discord for Esteban. I do think he's already got an account actually.
Okay.
Ooh, we should have enough for a key.
Don't blow at all.
You wish you would blow me.
No I don't.
Yes, you do.
No.
It's all those PMs keep sending me.
Piss off.
They're not PMs. They're cease and desists.
Nah, they're PMs.
Yeah, I think someone's deluded.
Nah, I'm just being me. Same thing, really.
Yeah, deluded.
Oh dear.
It's amazing being me.
No, it's not.
You sure about that, Jordan?
Oh, holy shit. Did I just see a shade?
No.
Right, well, I am going to go get a drink, and we're going to just take a break
no, it's one
for
of
a
those fake-
few. I'm just going to get a drink, and we're going to take a break for a few moments, and I've just muted the other lot so they don't talk over me, and we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. So yeah, Smoko.
Yeah, whoops. Yeah.
Alright, there we go, we're back. And Jordan's had to log off. So I don't think we're going to hit our target of 100 people tonight.
That's it.
Nah. So I might have to save the ship for another night.
Yeah.
Well, Diabolical says that he's on Discord, but because we're streaming, he didn't want to join. Oh, I didn't see him join the Discord server, so
Dr. Tree.
sorry.
The person who just joined in streaming channel.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Ah, there he
Haven't been on
is.
here forever.
There he
I forgot
is.
the button. I forgot the button.
You forgot the button. How you doing? Long time no speak.
I know. How have you been?
Been good, been good. We've been good. So, what have you been up to? Anything interesting?
Working. Trying to
Oh,
survive. No.
that's not interesting, is it working?
It's horrible.
Unless, of course, you work for the NSA or something and you've done all this really good shit. You're not allowed to tell us about it.
No,
No.
I wish I did.
No, right.
How have you been?
As I say, we've been good. Been through a lot of changes in the Armada.
I noticed.
Uh,
Or I've read in an in-game mail and some other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, a few people got upset over it. But that always happens. There's always a...
Can't make everybody happy.
That's it. But we've actually, as a result of it, grown very, very strong. So anybody out there that wants to join us, we're over 600 active accounts, not members. Everyone...
Maybe you could help me out with a quick question.
What's that?
I haven't been on here in forever, as you know. What was the ship that I think it was the trait or a console? It gave a huge boost to criticals. It was something like 75% increase or something.
There's the one console that was on the TOS prototype destroyer, the DPRM, that whenever you hit it, it gave you plus 40% bonus damage. Came out of a lockbox ship.
It might be that one. Anyway, now what are you guys? What are you streaming?
Well, no, I was just setting a target tonight. If I actually get 100 people to watch the stream, I'll give away a Lobi ship. We haven't even made it past 13 yet.
What?
Yeah, I
I
know.
want a free Lobi ship.
I know. I put it out there into Facebook land and Twitter world, and the people of Facebook and Twitter.
I hate those guys.
They're combined now. They're called Twitface, and
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right.
Yeah, lucky enough I didn't do any advertising on YouTube, otherwise it'd be you twit face. Yeah, so it's still early. Twitbook,
Who's
yes,
that
Twitbook.
giggling?
Well
I know,
done,
I know that
Smuggy.
laugh.
No, you don't actually. That is Shadow from Temple Operations. Was in a fleet that was previously in the Armada. But he does sound very much like Master Jackwiz from the old Purple Frog server. So I can see where you're getting the similarity from.
Hmm. What I came in because I heard of there's new Section 31 stuff.
Yes,
Where?
yes, there is. There's a new lockbox out.
Neat.
There's a new science ship out as well.
It didn't look that cool.
It's not that great. Well, it is. It is and it isn't. Depends on your playstyle. It's not my cup of tea, even though I'm a Psy. I can see a use for it though. I can see a use and a slot for it, and I believe it will be a very, very strong ship. Yes, it does look like poo. It looks like poo with 2 warp nacelles on it. Section 31 weapons, I've got no idea. I haven't used any of them, but I can see a use for them if you are taking a lot of aggro and you want to.
Grant, like for phasers, doesn't it remove the disable proc and give them speed boost? I think.
No. It's basically, doesn't it lower your oh, where are they? It lowers your. I've got them on another two. It lowers your threat.
Aggro?
Yeah, like it changes your threat
Yeah.
levels. I'll just change your tune that I know's got some, and I can link some. I've been opening cannons. I got quite lucky yesterday opening the weapons packs. I ended up with, I think it was 2 or 3 vanity shields and a few crit Ds, which I've moved over to another. So let's have a look. So these are at Mark 4. So 50% minus 50% threat from this weapon. There's a yeah. It's not too bad actually. If you need anything to play around with, if you want any cannons, because cannons are the meta, I can let you have them. But I think I was chatting with Tenor yesterday, and he was saying that the targeting linked were the ones he was trying at the moment. They tend to come out a little bit higher, so I think he's going to be, looking at doing a few runs over on triple with those.
No, I'm using the sensor linked phaser arrays.
Yeah, they're still very good. Cannons are actually performing much better than the beam counterparts. Yes, they are. So, Muzzy, what I will say is, I yesterday, I will admit, I did first off start with 56 keys, drop a ship. I then bought another. I think it was 125 keys. I got 2 ships out of that. I got another 125 keys. Got another 2 ships. First night, you will always have a better chance of winning ships. Basically, just a sheer volume. Second night, still pretty good. Tomorrow night will be very, very good, and then it'll start to tail off. But you've got to look at the peak times in game. And what I do is I'll wait to see other names, more than one, go across the screen in a 10-minute period. If you're seeing drop rates like that of these T6 ships, then go get yourself a stack of 20 keys and have a punt. And however you choose to get the keys, whether you want to spend Zen or whether you want to go to the exchange and buy them, it's your choice. But always choose a map that's going to be lucky, and make sure that, as I said, that there's been at least 5 ships names go across the screen in the last 10 minutes. So if you have to, keep a window open with the system chat on. Lucky map, yeah, I get lucky in certain maps. I'm lucky on the Academy, and I'm lucky in Soul System. I'm also lucky at Starfleet Academy, and I can be lucky on DS9. It's just where I've won ships. I call them lucky maps. You'll find one that will work for you. It could be on the Academy, it could be in Sector Space, it could be on ESD. There's some people that actually only open lock boxes on their ship bridge and will always win. So it's a matter of personal choice. With any form of gambling, there's a people have superstitions with it.
Yeah, whenever I do Dubbo, I always pick the number 13.
There you go.
That's my lucky number. It is my lucky number.
Yep, lucky triple. You rub that lucky triple. And let's hope it brings you luck. I will admit, yesterday we had when I was selling my first ship, had Overkill in Discord with me, and he was humming and hawing as to whether he was going to drop real money and buy keys to get the ship. And I explained the same thing to him. As I said to you, the only intention for opening lot boxes is you want Lobi. That's the only reason why you would ever open a lot box, is you want Lobi. Like I do, I want to get a few ships for some of my other tunes. I need to get things like the Bic, the Tachykinetic, that for some of my tunes that I'm bringing up through the ranks. So I do need the Lobi for those. And anything I get out of the boxes is a bonus. And as it happened, I dropped a ship. I think it was 30 or 20 keys in. It wasn't a lot. And the ship sold really, really quickly. I think it was about 650 million EC I got for it in about 30 seconds after putting it up on the exchange. And Overkill immediately was like, that's it, I'm going to go and buy keys. So he dropped 40 bucks on the game and he got himself two of the 20 packs. And within 7 keys, dropped a ship. Congratulations, Tenor. And there we go.
Seriously, yeah. I just saw that.
And there's Tenor. Now, I know one of Tenor's lucky places, so I can show you what I mean by lucky places. So this is one of the lucky places that I've used in the past, and a few of us have used it. It was told to me by a certain player called Captain Handsome Jack. And I will drop tunes over here. It's just yesterday this was really, really laggy here. So, and as you can see, as I said, there are some lucky places. Oh, look who I found. Anyway, speaking of vanity shields, let me just go to this other tune over here, because I know that I dropped a vanity shield yesterday. I put it up quite cheap on the exchange to get some EC, so I might have some EC. Yeah, I've had a few things sell, so I sold a few Judged sequences quite cheap. I don't think the vanity shield has sold. Nope. I might have put it on another tune.
There is that, yes.
Yep, you just need a few more. Literally, if you work out that the average drop from a box is 5 Lobi, you're going to need to do another 6 boxes at least to get yourself a ship. So you're looking at what, 34, 35 million EC in keys. To be honest, I haven't looked at it, so I'm not going to give you an answer on that one. I'm trying to remember which one of my tunes has got that shield now. I think it might be my Reben, because she was the one that was opening all the packs. I might have thrown it on the exchange yesterday. Nope. Right, you have to excuse me if I missed some of the chat where I'm jumping around tunes. I just got to remember who I opened this on now. Oh, I'll check them all later off stream. be bothered checking them all now. It's too much work.
How many tunes did you say you had?
Across all my accounts, probably about 23, 24. Nothing compared to what you've probably got.
No, I got about the same. 20. No. How many do I have? I haven't been on absolutely forever.
Oh, at least none of us are as bad as Orange. He's
Oh,
at
God,
40,
what is he, like 60?
something like that.
Yeah, that's.
He's dreadful for tunes. He really is.
Yeah. You should
Right.
give us all a little, stipend of money. Like an allowance. Jeez, if I got 1 million EC a month, how much would I have? I'd have a lot. The time I've known him.
Let's get some of these DOF missions out of the way. I always go through and check the officers and change them, because if you watch the critical, you'll see it slowly go up. The game never chooses the right officers, and even just that extra 1% will help you out. And yeah, sometimes it's even worth just getting rid of one of these officers and throwing on just a normal generic purple, because it will throw the rate up. I still think this mission should actually give you a bonus to everything, because your crew can travel faster around the ship. So yeah, performance routine, turbo lift maintenance should give you a flat bonus to everything, because so I think this also what I'm doing, assigning the DOFs is also one of those little things in my head that if I change them, I have better luck. This should always assign Shrosk usually, but there we go. I normally get a critical with that DOF. Right, so we've got a few there now. What have I got there? Oh, well, that's going to be great, isn't it? That's good for when I'm in my Vesta, so I can get sort of like Transwarp 90 with that. I might do that one day. I'll save that for another stream. Get a Vesta as fast as we can go. Sorry?
Cheat.
What's
They
cheat?
have that. No, they cheat because they have that.
Speed bonus.
That's one of the reasons why I bought it, because it was the fastest ship in sector space. And it still is the fastest ship in sector space. Right, let's get rid of a load of these that I don't need. Right, where are we at with viewers? Right, we're at 12. So come on guys, go and tell your friends, get them on stream. If we get these numbers up, you get a chance of winning a ship. If you're not in Temple Operations Armada and you're in a different fleet, advertise my stream in your fleet, get people from your fleet over, or your Armada. Get as many as we can involved. But in the meantime, What should I do? You're a dead fleet, Muggy? I know where there's a really, really good fleet that are looking for people. What?
You're really plugging it, ain't you?
Might as well. I mean, for us, it's a quiet night. Across the Armada. So... it's pretty quiet tonight. Last night, I think everyone burnt themselves out. And that was nice. Somebody just gave me diplomatic immunity. So I'm not sure who it was. It was going to be one of these. So I've got a feeling, yeah, it was more than likely him. But just in case, I shall... he could definitely do with diplomatic immunity, level 50, well, level 3. Was it not level 3? No, sorry. He's not. Oh, it's level 8. Right, if you ever do decide to join the fleet, or anyone else that wants to join the fleet, all you've got to do is send a tell to @Krildan, and I can throw you out an invite any time you like. If not, send me an in-game mail, and I can drop that out as soon as I receive it. Right, let's head to Dyson Sphere. I don't know why people seem to get a kick out of me running around killing dinosaurs.
Probably, probably because you make the best dinosaur burgers.
Well, yeah, I just shout out that the barbecue's on. It's not my fault. Well, I suppose it could be worse. It could be like the other day where I was in an instance all on my own. And I persevered it. I took every single zone. And I think I got the V-Rex down to about 9% before the next person showed up. Yeah, that was fun. Anyone want to join me on the Dyson ground?
I've got to destroy Borg on the ground.
Where are you going? Tefira?
Yeah.
Well, I'll join you over there then.
I've got to do Undine ships as well.
So that's Dyson Space. Where do you want to do first?
Well, I've got 2 space ones, actually. Undine ships and kinetic damage.
But just fit a torpedo and come and kill Undine ships.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's that? I thought Jordan had logged in again then. A Tholian tarantula just turned up below me.
So where are you doing first?
Ending ships.
Undine ships, okay. I've just sent you a team invite.
Yeah. Space battle zone.
Excellent.
God damn it.
So what I'm going to do here, which is something that the guys don't do when I'm running with them normally, we've got the VOTH in at the moment for 3 minutes.
Oh, joy.
So yeah, so what I'm going to do is get these VOTH cleared out of the way. Because Shadow needs his Endeavour, I'm just going to act as support really. Be one of those numbers to help complete certain tasks, but try and hold off until he's actually got his Endeavour.
Yeah, 5 undine ships versus 500,000 kinetic damage in space.
Yeah, that won't take long.
Yeah. Three minutes, 12 seconds.
What are we doing? We're just sorting out some endeavours for Shadow. So he needs to get undine ships in the battle zone. And kinetic damage. Then once he's done this, we'll probably end up going over to Defira.
Yeah. Well, like 20 Borg on the ground.
Yeah, it won't take too long.
Exactly.
One of the things that I will say running as a side player, you'll probably notice that I don't have aftershock grav wells. I tend not to use them when you're running on some of the more difficult maps and you're trying to use control. That aftershock can pull objects away from your intended positioning. It can cause problems later on in the map. So I tend to use the officer that will make their engines go offline when you're using exotics. Use Graphwell. I find I get better result from that by locking the enemy down. No amount of shielding can protect you from exotics. You need to go to the space contact battle zone thingy. Diabolical. When you go into sphere out of space, it's one of the options on the right hand side, space contact battle zone. Or space battle zone contact, sorry, say it in the right order. And the Voth will be here shortly.
You mean Undine?
Yeah, Undine. Them as well. They're turning up. It's a whole party. The only ones we've not invited are the pack led.
I'm just getting the pack lead in my head right now. Ooh, what's this shiny thing?
No, they're not. They're exploding. Thank God for continuity. Right, where should we go to? Did you get your kinetic?
I've got 20,000 done out of the 500,000. Oh, way too many players there.
Right, well, where's everyone headed? We just wait for the. Let's go up to the top over here. That one you don't get a lot come through. That's one of those pause and wait ones. Right, let's just wait up. It won't be too long. 1 minute and 39 seconds.
And here's the cloaked one. I've got enough time.
Yeah, I haven't popped the fireworks on my menu. Or I just drop it on there and it will launch every time I set off that macro that does these four here.
I picked up at nearly every single bit of salvage there. So I'm just salvaging what I can.
Awesome.
Because I need space.
Right, so here we go. A few more seconds. Have a look at the map. Let's see where we'll go to.
Oh. We are actually in one of the zones.
Yep. I chose this one because we do get a little bit more in the way of undine come through on this one. So try and leave as many of these undine as we can for Shade's torpedoes.
I really should take off my cannons, really. to,
I'll just go and bunch these up for him.
Oh yeah, I got the Undine one.
Awesome. Are you running a
Nice
torch spread
to-
at all?
Yeah.
Cool.
Also a high yield. And I'm flying away from the dump, in fact. Yay.
Oh, I dropped another gravel there, so that should help you out a bit.
Yeah. Actually, what the hell am I using? Oh yeah, kinetic cutting beam as well.
Cool.
So that's gonna help a lot.
So as you can see, I'm literally just like cycling around the grav wells here.
Holy crap, that is a lot of salvage on.
Yep.
I've literally got a lot of take items going from the middle of my screen upwards.
Yeah, I know people have already seen that on stream, but as soon as I start firing, it all disappears.
Yeah, same way. This might take a while. Because I've got 81,500 done.
That's not bad. You're only halfway there.
No, 500,000.
Need more torpedoes. See that's the advantage. I'm running mainly all torps.
Maybe.
I do have 2 torpedoes on this thing anyways. plus the kinetic cutting beam. No.
Just drop a gravel on him.
Ah, Christ.
What?
My game just crashed.
No. That's your first one tonight, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright. Yay.
That's right, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, shadow maintenance on May 16th.
They got maintenance tomorrow, have they?
Yeah. From 1 till half 4.
Oh, so quite a bit of downtime for us tomorrow then.
Yeah. I see the plasma storms kicked up.
Yeah, might as well.
I'm back.
That's alright. I'm just letting loose with a vicious torpedo volley. Alright, so we've probably just got to go and shut down this singularity now and that's it.
Yeah. And holy crap, how much is salvage?
Help yourself.
I think I'm gonna have to. It's literally hitting the top of my screen. Hang on, inventory.
Yep, so there's a lot of salvage there.
Yeah, no kidding.
And is that a purple drop? Or is that a blue
Well, I
drop?
got a blue.
Yes, a blue
I
drop.
actually got a blue.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. I am going.
Right, let's head to the next zone. So,
I'm not done yet. I'm not done gathering all this up. I'll catch up with you anyways.
little bit of lag there.
Yeah. Yeah, no chance I'm gonna be able to sell these immediately.
Right, so I literally do the same again over here. I'll hold off on doing things just to control. So just trigger this map going.
Why not clicked on Esteban? Yeesh. Trying to salvage stuff again. Okay. That's the way you want to play it.
And there's Sahania, or Sahana in an Eclipse Intel cruiser. Is that the fleet variant? Or is that the normal? It's a good ship either way. The fleet one. Awesome. I'm using the normal T6 on one of my other tunes at the moment. I quite enjoy it. I bought them all when they came out. Let's have some control down there for you.
Thank you.
Just I had a
I'm
volley. I had a
fifth
volley.
of the way there.
I had a volley stored up, so the volley might have taken over on that one.
I'm quite literally a fifth of the way there.
Good. Let's lock that point with the grav well. It's always a deception when these energy vortexes appear, because it makes you look like you're moving when you're not. I have to keep checking.
Yeah. It's even worse when you are moving.
Yeah. Right, so we've got to move down now. Right, that's that one done. Next one's behind us. Right, Shay's disconnected from Discord. He'll be back shortly. He might be having a few internet problems there. I thought they had that one then. Right. Sorry, that needed to get a drink quickly. Getting really dehydrated. Yay! And we don't have Shay back yet, so we don't know how well he's doing on his kinetic. So let's head down to the next one. And this is one of those annoying ones where we've got to outnumber them. And give it a quick boost at the start by bringing in the photonic fleet. And then let's start this off. Oh, so at least you're halfway there. Yeah, I do. I prefer the Terran one as well. There seems to be a lot more going on, a lot more action. The Undine just take too long to spawn in. Well, we're halfway there on that one. Conqueror's alright, it's just annoying. When you bunch up the Bronte cruisers, their resistance gets a bit manic. But if you get enough exotic to break through them, they're alright. Right, let's activate this. Yes, is the answer to that. What I'll quickly do is I'm just going to quickly put the parcel up on the screen. And let me just go to it. So we'll have a look at some of the runs that I've done recently. I will admit these numbers haven't been that great. So let's have a look at that run. So let me just load up the combat analysis of that. And give me a second, and I will jump. I believe it's that screen there. There you go. So as you can see, in a run where there was 275,000 DPS on the Toon, you can see that the Plasma Storm was the third highest damage, and it did 30k. So it was the equivalent of the Subspace Vortex and the Radiation Brock from the Particle Emissions Torpedo. What was that? You were unmuted, was that, Shade? Ah, cool. So he can hear me now, which is brilliant. Right, so that it is worth it. I mean, while it's cheap, 720 Lobi, it's worth the investment. I just need to reply to somebody quickly in chat. Right, so they've moved on to the next zone, obviously. Planet Killers. Right, well, there they are. Right, well, in that case, then I might as well go and do one of the other ones. Make a start. Right, let me just get out of this and get to this tachyon device. There we go. There we go. Others have arrived now, so we can start to outnumber properly. So it looks like it's just you and me left in Discord. That's diabolical. Alright, now it's time for the Voth.
All 3 planet killers have been destroyed. Excellent work.
So, Shadow, how much do you have left on your endeavours to do here now?
There is a massive Voth fleet inbound. All ships, return to the staging area. We must prepare for the Voth.
Alright, so just do the same as we did last time. We just park up and... What, you're just under 200k to go, or you've got just under 200k? So are you using any grav bars on there at all? Well, no, you use them as well. Yours will still do damage. That'll still boost up your kinetic. If you've got the ability to use it, use it. Yeah, you'll find that they'll go a lot quicker for you. Just trying to work out what those bits were that fell from that Voth ship. It's probably their lunch. Sorry, force of habit. Powered up all the torps. They definitely should make those city ships harder to take down, but I will admit when they first came out they were difficult to take down. But people worked out pretty quickly. Bad luck. What core breaches do that to you? Boom. How you doing on that score now, Shadow? Do you take into account that your walk core breach would have actually done kinetic damage to someone? But the game didn't count that. Kaboom. Right, how you doing on that score there, Shadow? No, not happy at all. Well, look on the bright side, there's all this salvage. Loads of it. But unfortunately, we never made our target tonight. We never got to 100 viewers, so I'm gonna have to drop that ship in the, or should I say, the Lobi back in my account bank and use it for another day. And I think I am going to be wrapping the stream up for the night now. I'm going to say thank you to everyone that has joined me, and we will see you again very, very soon.